8 straight. 6 out of those 8, you guys have scored at least 120 points. Offensively, what's working?
Just pushing the pace, trying to get some easy opportunities where we flatten the defense and, just playing to our strengths.
Gordon used the word force the way you guys are playing. Is that kind of identity at this point of this run right now?
I think our identity is on the defensive end. I think that we have the ability to switch, kind of 1 through 5 at times, and we try to keep teams out of the paint, make them take tough shots down the stretch. We extended our defense up at the top of the key, so teams are running their offense 15, 14 on the clock, so we just try to pressure them and then use that to our advantage and create opportunities on the offensive end.
Over the win streak, do you see the defense as being where you guys have clicked, or is it just more of a comfort overall in the team game?
Well, I think that there's a responsibility that we all have, and I think that there's a certain type of level that we all need to play at, and if you're not playing at it, then it's pretty clear, if you're not. So, and we're going to call you out, and I think that that's the type of environment that you want to be a part of, because why wouldn't you want to compete on both ends of the floor at a very high level? Like, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from going balls out? Excuse my language. I apologize for anybody. It just what's stopping you from going, to your maximum. So, we have enough guys, so what's your excuse? So if you're not doing it, then I think that it's a responsibility on yourself to play that level.
Was there a moment where that message was delivered? Did you deliver the message and things kind of turned from there? It wasn't happening earlier? What's changed?
Well, we did change our lineup where we put Smart in there as well as Marcus Morris. That made a difference on the defensive end for us. Just, it wasn't so much about scoring the amount of points, and we weren't scoring when we had our scorers out there, our talented scorers with me, G, JB, JT. We were a very great offensively talented group, but in terms of the effort that we need to play at, I don't think we had that yet. And Coach made that call, and for us, we just filled in the roles that we needed to and figured it out, and we're still figuring it out still. It's still imperfections that we have out there, but I feel like we're in a good place, and we're definitely not satisfied at all. We don't want to be conform at all, we want to be mediocre at all. So I think that keep pushing the needle every single game of showing why we want to be the best team.
During the streak, just how much has the floor opened up? I know you still draw your attention, but for shooters.
Yeah, I think it's opened up even more just because of being aware of what other teams are trying to do to limit my opportunities at the basket or at the three-point line. So, if they're doubling me or they're, flat showing or they're very aggressive on their pick and rolls or if they're sending me to help, then, I'm more than willing to kick that basketball across the floor to my teammates and let them make plays as well. So, I think that it's already hard to scheme for me, but it's even harder to scheme for a team that really plays together. So, we're swinging it, make sure everybody touches it, and, one shot is our shot, and we all feel good about it.
You talked about him the other night, but what specifically works so well about having you and Marcus Smart in the backcourt together starting off?
It just takes pressure off me, just on the ball, off the ball. He's smart as a point guard, and of course he moves to the 2 spot as well. He's able to guard multiple positions. He's very communicative on the defensive end, make sure that he's wearing the right spots. And, I think that for him, most guys, we're pretty even keel, but for him, when he's all the way to his maximum, then everyone follows suit. And, it's just a great guy to have on your team, and it really brings the level of play up for everyone. So, you see him diving on the basketball. You see him coming over, doing everything, taking charges, and it makes you want to, go out there and do the same for him. So, it just makes sense for our group that we have both Marcuses in there, but, Marcus Smart is he's great for our team.
What about senior? Kyrie's been playing.
Marcus Senior? Oh. Yeah, I mean, we know his stats. We know how well he's playing, and I think that how consistent he's being, it shows, kind of his veteran leadership being in the league for a few years. We came in the same draft class, so we have a great understanding of one another, of being in, different environments and then coming here and being able to culture it and cultivate it to what we want to be. And obviously we all have, our own individual goals, but the only thing that matters is it's getting on that stage. I want to be on that stage again. So, whatever it takes every single day.
Do you feel like this team is back on track, or is there still some room for improvement?
I don't think we were ever on track in the beginning. I think, we were still trying to figure out what that track looked like for us. So, it's an everyday thing, though. It's an everyday thing, and we understand how fragile it is to, to be a great team. One misstep, one injury, one thing here, one thing, and it's like you just you just live in the moment and you take advantage of having that opportunity to play with everyone every single night and go out and beat teams. You know, having fun doing so.
One question, please, folks.
Kyrie, being a historian of the game, what's it like to see Vince out there at 41?
I mean, still dunking, you mean? Like, I mean, like people still moving out of the way? Like, we were laughing when Marcus Smart moved out of the way. Like, we commend him for jumping with everybody, but he looked at Vince, and Vince was like, I'm dunking this. So I think that, man, he's just timeless, man. Like fine wine, man. He just continues to really lead this group and be a great spirit for them. You know, the young guys that's going through what they're going through. And, you know, it's an everyday thing. And for him, he's in a unique position to be a veteran in this league. You know, for years. How many years is this from? 21?
21.
21. So he's doing it, man. That's just a genuine love for the game, being around guys, helping them still, and really, you know, just being himself. You know, so I'm just proud of him, happy for him, and you know, he deserves his, you know, his last curtain call, or if it's his last season. If not, if he comes back, then he deserves a roster spot. I mean, he's just a great veteran to have. Yep.